What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. This is episode 86, and today I'm going to be continuing leveling the Druid here. We're gonna run through this cave right now. We're in dungeon queues, but we just got a quest to kill a name down here. I'm gonna see if I can survive. Cool, we got a quest item, so that helps. I don't know if y'all are hearing my volume as loud as I am. I think I got my volume turned up. Give me a second. There we go. So, still trying to unlock world quests. Although I do hear reports that they're super buggy and glitching out. And one guy said he couldn't even find Magni Bronzebeard whenever he was looking to do his in chat just a minute ago. But that's a nice problem to have, and that's a problem that I wish I could have, so I'm working on it. Working on it right now. He says, my fancy rock, you no take. So when I kill this guy, he's going to yield some Azerite reward. So that'll be nice. Boost up the weapon, or the necklace I got in Azerite power. I'm around here questing and stuff, trying to get Proudmoore rep, but it doesn't seem to be budging from 520. So I think I may be questing in the wrong zone, but as long as there's quests to do, I figured it wouldn't hurt to at least attempt them. Alright, we got a clearing here. I'm going to heal up in case I get knocked out of stealth again. This area is thick with these little spider looking things. My stealth, I feel like stealth is a lot more effective than previous expansions with the feral. I mean, I'm running almost straight in between them and they weren't aggroing. There we go. Faster, faster! Just try to get out of that cave and range all these mobs away. Now, just as I started the stream, it did start to heat up in here, so I might have to step away just for a second in order to cool things down a bit. I think I still have some of that stuff following me, as way out as I am. Yeah, we got 185 Azerite there. Sweet. But still, like, Proudmoore Admiralty rep is not going up. It says that we need rep with the Proudmoore Admiralty in Tiergard Sound. And none of these more southern Bridgeport and whatever this place is, the Jennings Log or Kinnings Log, or Lodge rather, they don't appear to be giving me rep. And I did these northern quests, none of that was giving me rep. And this is Tiergard Sound. Maybe I need to head to Drustvar. That might be what's holding me back. Okay, so I'm gonna hop on a flight path, the nearest flight path to Drustvar. And I need to turn the air conditioner on because it's starting to get warm. Alright, I'm gonna auto run fail. Give me a second, folks, I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Starting to heat up today. It was cold this morning. It's weird. It's like super cold in the morning, but then it's like super hot during the day. Alright, so I'm heading... Well, it says Drustvar. Drustvar is its own zone. Let's go to Kinnings Lodge. Of course, Drustvar might give me rep towards the Proudmoore Admiralty. It just says... friendly with Proudmoore Admiralty in Tiergard Sound. But then what is Drustvar for? What, I mean, what rep would I get from Drustvar? I'm gonna go to Drustvar, just still the same. I'm too busy. You are busy and cannot use the taxi service right now. How am I busy? Is it because I'm a werewolf? Oh, it's like it's checking if I'm in combat or something. Beta servers have been buggy. I don't know what the deuce. Okay, let me try. I'm gonna try a restart. Give me a second. Let's do a restart. I'll join this dungeon queue. Okay. I'm gonna DC from this group and join up again. Okay. I'm in the group. I'm Alt F4ing. And I'm relaunching the client. So maybe now whenever I go back in, whatever that was bugging me at that flight path would have been resolved. Usually in most cases a restart appears to be the fix for it. Alright, so we're coming back in. And since we joined the group at first, we should still be in. I have confidence in my loading screen speed. Yeah. Sweet. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Mage cookies. Oh, still a little bit of judder. Oh, I am spec'd a little different, so I need to make sure I'm using blood talons. Another thing I might want to check is our graphic settings, because sometimes that resets. No, graphic settings are fine. I just replaced a bigger rip with a lower rip. That was an accident. And my headphones are loud. Okay, there we go. How's the audio for you guys? Good, right? Good. Alright. Oh, we got ourselves a time warp there. Let's try to capitalize on that. Probably should have capitalized on that opportunity. I'm gonna try to get a big rip up. So yeah, just trying to get the world quests unlocked and still working my way up to being heroic ready. Not quite the item level yet that I need to be able to queue for heroics. I've been kind of trying to keep an eye on the raid finder, but it doesn't look like any of the raids are available for testing at the moment. They were yesterday, that's why I keep checking, because it was active yesterday morning, but then yesterday evening it wasn't. With my current spec, the way I'm set up with Pharaoh, I've opted into Blood Talons. So when I heal myself, my next two abilities will do 25% increased damage. And that's 25% increased damage. Yesterday or just the day before yesterday, that was 20%, I would have swore. So maybe that's been tweaked. Then we got Brutal Slash replacing Swipe. We got Rip Rake and Thrash doing 20% damage faster with Jagged Wounds. Tiger Dash, Mighty Bash, just the standard like pick what you want type stuff there. And then blood scent, so cat form abilities have a 10% increased crit chance. Now, I'm probably going to change that one after this pull to Predator. So whenever an enemy with my bleeds dies, I get a refreshed Tiger's Fury. But it doesn't look like they're going to let us out of combat to do that right away. Which is okay. We'll do it after this pull. As soon as we get the opportunity. I don't want to be in that dust cloud because my hit chance goes down to like 95% chance to miss. Yeah, like the mage is echoing right now. He's like, move out of dust. It's a good idea. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Swapping to Predator. What else? Jagged Wounds is okay? Yeah, I think I'll do Jagged Wounds. It's kind of difficult to get used to healing after each finisher. It's not difficult to get used to, I should rephrase that. It's difficult to go back and forth while still remembering that you should heal after each finisher. Because playing the other way where I'm not healing after every single finisher, that's a global cooldown that I save. But healing after each finisher requires me to burn a global cooldown on just like a heal and then going back to DPS. So I guess the 25% damage increase to both the next abilities makes up for that loss of the global cooldown in theory. And I think it does. I think it actually does supplement that pretty well. Now, I got the opportunity to get a Bloodhound's finisher. That was a 25k crit. That's probably the biggest one I've seen so far, actually. So here's another Blood Talon's finisher. That was just a 12.6k non-crit. We got another finisher here. I just went ahead and burned it because my predatory swiftness was wearing off. They got a heal off, but most of them were topped off, so I'm not too concerned with them getting that early greater potion. It matters more when they start getting lower in health, I would say. Like right now, we'll interrupt that one. Okay, so now we're starting to pull kind of crazy. Let's just focus down the lowest health guy. They're getting these off. Only got one interrupt, guys. Just a little focus because there was a lot of different dots to track, a lot of different mobs. We'll try it. Predatory swiftness, blood talons, I should call it. So whenever I say predatory swiftness or blood talons, what I'm trying to get at is that next ability is going to be buffed for 25%. But right now I got full stack. I'm gonna rip him, get that predatory swiftness into a shred and a rake, and then get them combo points right back up. And then we're gonna do a double shred. Both of those are buffed 25%. We're gonna rake him right before he goes under. Okay. And reapply. Oh, we didn't get the reapply. That's okay. So predatory swiftness buff brutal slashes. There's one, there's two buff brutal slashes. Now we're waiting for the boss to come back up. Ooh, it got dark. Sorry about the light, guys. I didn't realize it was so dark. That's how I usually play. Whenever you see me playing normally, it's like dark. if I'm not on the camera. I was playing some Fortnite with my cousin earlier. We got a good stream in. Good like hour or so we were playing while the servers were down for BFA. I'm getting better, starting to learn my key bindings and everything. So there's something, I guess. That was today I did episode 4 of our Fortnite adventures, me and my nephew, or my nephew and I. Alright, where is he at? Bring it. Alright, we're gonna try to keep that predatory swiftness for the ferocious bite finisher coming up. Alright, here it goes. Predatory swiftness into 2 blood talons. Got that ferocious bite finisher. Not bad, not bad. I'm still learning how to weave these abilities in and out. I'm working on it, guys. I'm gonna get super familiar with hopefully I already know the deal by the time BFA drops like outright. So whenever I run Epic Pro up to max, it's all still fresh on my mind. Alright, look, we got an AoE situation here. So I went ahead and burned my predatory swiftness to get the blood talons in order to buff my AoE there. Again, doing the same kind of method, because each target hit by Brutal Slash is getting hit 25% harder whenever I do that. Or I imagine that's how it works. I at least hope that's how it works. Okay. Here we go. Come on through, guys. Oh, I don't know why it got me. Got a little laggy there. I don't know if y'all saw that. The beta servers are chugging a little bit, huh? I wonder why that is. Must be a lot of people playing. Alright, we're gonna buff our next 2 brutal talons, or brutal slashes, into a finisher. No reason why we should allow that if we got an interrupt handy. Alright, I'm gonna finish this guy, buff our next couple brutal slashes, get some energy back, 3 dot. Now as these targets die, they're refreshing my Tiger's Fury, because they got my bleeds on them. So I thought I was sacrificing something with Brutal Slash, because swipe is infinite, you can keep swiping, there's no stacks. But Brutal Slash does hit harder, and it has 3 stacks. I felt like that wasn't enough, but the more I play Feral, the more I see like kind of why that is enough. Most of the time I'm managing keeping other dots and abilities active, so I don't actually get a whole lot of swiping anyways. So Brutal Slash is kind of worth it in that sense. At least as far as I can tell. Alright. Okay, I kind of got energy started there for a minute. Trying to get a big finisher. I ended up setting up damage that whole pull instead of actually doing any though. As is the nature of the game sometimes. I'm out of range. So Thrash does not seem to give you any refresh Tiger's Fury whenever a target with it dies. So it looks like you have to have Rake and Rip on the target for you to get the Tiger's Fury refresh. I don't know what the FPS right now. Super Killer Pro said hello. Just stopping by. How you doing? I'm doing well, man. How about yourself? Yeah, the servers came back up, so I decided to get back into some WoW. Doing some Feral here. I want to get him heroic ready. I'm not going to park him until he's heroic ready, but I'm actually thinking that even after that, I might continue to play him into the harder levels instead of switching back to my pally like I originally had planned. Mainly because I'm so inexperienced at Feral. Like, over the years I've played pally, so I kind of got an idea of the logic behind the class and how it plays, and just like certain dynamics with the cooldowns and stuff like that that have always been true. Excuse me. So I want to get that same kind of like second-hand like nature, like where it's just kind of natural playing the Druid, like where I know all my buttons, I know where they are, I know how they synergize with other moves and abilities. Because I'm still not feeling completely warm and fuzzy about the old Druid yet. I still have to test things like with his stats and stuff like that. Alright, what do we got? 289, 294. We'll get rid of the 289. So we're item level 300 now. Or nada. Whatever I was trying to say. We're looking for item level 305 if at all possible. I just want a little boomkin there, just to try it out, to see how it was. I think I made the mage mad. He's like, I can be the only top DPS caster. Here, let's speed up the back groups. Super Killer Pro says, great! It was good running with you today on Fortnite, man. Good fun, good fun. We got a couple good battles in. I think we got to work on staying together when we're running that. We can't get all separated and stuff. But I think we make a good team. We just got to figure out how we all play. Get used to each other's play style. Oops. Oh, he took it. Oh no, as soon as I grabbed it, the keeper guy took it right back. Probably better for the tank to not carry the orb. Just saying. Alright. This area can be a pain because everybody wants the ball, but not everybody knows how to use it. And the tank definitely should not be carrying the ball. Because that's just slowing everybody down. Alright, let's see. Kobe. I was going for a Kobe. Give me the ball. Kobe. Oh no. Can't throw it past that thing, I guess. It's best if you say Kobe whenever you're trying to as well. That helps your accuracy. Ragaga. Put my orb down. Kobe. It keeps hitting the wall. Or other people are clicking it out of my hands or something. Let's stun this guy. Yeah. Let the little gnome walk it all the way in. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a dwarf. My bad. Dwarf dude. Ah, the little people. Come on, guys. He's immune to stun. I thought for sure I was going to get that off and he was going to sit there dizzy for a minute. Apparently not. Alright. We got two of them rips going. I don't know why I didn't switch targets. I thought I just did. See, sometimes I click on the character or in between the character. Like, I don't know what it is. But sometimes whenever I'm clicking instead of tab targeting, I don't actually select the next guy like I'd hoped. I guess I need to be more aware of where their health bar is. I'll work on that. We'll get another one of these buffed brutal slashes. Yeah, it really matters the way you combine these abilities, like with the Feral Druid, the order that you use them in, and how you're pairing them up with the next one. It's a little bit of a thought experiment each pull, trying to figure out what's actually going to work super well for situations where you got 2 targets versus situations where you got 3 or 4, which I guess is true for other classes, but I don't know if they have this level of complexity. Okay. Let's start this. We will restore you. It's kind of nice being a DPS because, how do I say it without sounding like elitist? A lot of the times whenever I'm not DPS, if I'm like tanking or healing, damage is often very slow. But I know every time I DPS, at least, like for my role, like the 1/3 of the DPS that's being done in the group, I know I at least hold my weight. Whereas you'll often get DPS that are still learning their class, and like there's nothing against the player or whatever like that. Like I actually don't mind, but it's just a longer run whenever you're waiting on 3 other friendly player DPS that you don't necessarily know or run with very often. And I don't know what that is. Like, I read my tooltips and I try to like actively do better with each pull in what I'm doing as far as my role is concerned and my class. It could just be that people are legit trying new classes and they want to see if that's a class they want to main in BFA, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm never in a faster run than when I'm DPSing. I guess that's my point. Like, I don't know why that is. Because that's true for Legion as well. If I'm running mythics or like with a guild or something like that, kind of feels the same. Sweet. See, that was a nice and easy run. That wasn't even... Look, I've been online for 28 minutes. That would have been the full dungeon last time. Oh, look, we got Mapan. I wish I knew how to spell your name, but it looks like Mepan on mine. He says, who are better on BFA? Feral, Monk, Hunter, Survival. Feral, a Monk, or a Survival Hunter? Feral's okay. It seems like it's kind of... it's an involved thing, like Feral DPS. Like, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around trying to do it well. As far as monks and survival hunters, I can't really say. I don't really know. I haven't seen very many DPS monks lately, or survival hunters for that matter. I often, if I do see a hunter, he's marksman or something like that. I mean, I could keep on running dungeons and tell you what I see, but other than that, I can't really say. I mean, I could switch. I can import my characters from Legion and just show you like what the leveling experience for Monk and Hunter look like, but I don't have any maxed ones yet. So far, the only ones I've maxed are my Paladin and my Druid here. And looking at the damage meters, like, that's not a very good way to tell if that class is better. Like, you'll see if they're doing more damage if they're like broken. Like, Arcane Mage can spam Arcane Blast and generally win, apparently. And overall, let's see, we got everybody that wasn't the Arcane Mage did 20% of the group's damage. So let's see, Arcane Blast, just that single ability made up 45% of what that Arcane Mage was doing. But yeah, I mean, if if you're watching the channel, if you keep an eye on it, I'll keep an eye on these damage meters, and I'll specifically try to pick out and mention monks and survival hunters if you'd like, and we can just find out together. But like that past run, we had a monk healer, and they seem to be doing pretty good. I mean, we didn't have any problem with heals at all that run. Of course, I'm sure you mean like the damage dealers. Okay, what was I trying to do here? Oh, left port. I'm trying to work my way through oh, I actually was trying to hit the flight path. Okay. So I'm trying to get up to Drusvar because I need Proudmoore Admiralty rep, and none of these Tiragard, yeah, none of these Tiragard sound quests are giving me any rep towards the Proudmoore Admiralty. So I want to go to Drusvar. Alright, now the flight path's working. Sweet. There's a lot of bugs in BFA. The numbers and stuff aren't exactly tuned yet, so you're gonna see some very lopsided charts as far as all this damage dealing stuff is concerned. Demonology and arcane mages, I see those guys often do leaps and bounds more damage than anybody else in most dungeon runs. But the numbers will be fixed by the time BFA launches, so I don't know how much of that you really want to take to heart. And as far as like moves and abilities and stuff are concerned, I haven't really heard any complaints about how they're playing, but like again, like I haven't played them myself and I haven't really seen anybody else playing those other than the 1 or 2 dungeon runs where these guys will walk in doing 50 or 60% of the group's damage just by themselves. And that's often because whenever they import their characters, they got like the Pantheon trinkets and all those legendaries and stuff like that. So they're still super overpowered and everything's scaled to their level, right? So whenever you import your level 110 super uber geared character, you're actually geared enough to where you can fight like level 115, level 116s at level 110. Like you may miss a lot, but I don't think that it would be much of a challenge for you to fight a level 115 or 116, but with the nature of level scaling, you're only going to see 110 or 111s. So you're just that much more overtuned to fight the enemies that are on a equal footing to yourself. And as you get up to the level 115, 116 range, all that gear matters a lot less, or all them stats you were getting from that gear matter a lot less. That was a calculated risk. I figured I should have went kitty to reduce the fall damage, but it was cool because it looked like I was starting to fly for a minute there. I should clip that and be like, flying in BFA confirmed. People are gonna wig out. Like, no way. And then clickbait and all that. Alright, this is the flight path I was missing to get over here. Still trying to unlock world quests, even though they're bugged out and not super useful yet. Okay, so I'm just gonna swim across the water here, I think. So this is the Krakenbane Cove. These are all enemies. Now we want to track Proudmoore Admiralty rep. So I'm going to go here. I am tracking reputation gains. Okay, so we'll see. There'd be a quest here somewhere. There it is. Dangerous cargo and enemy within. Initially I was doing these quests to try to fill in the gaps with my gear because my item level. I still need 5 item levels. But I quickly found out that the rewards were not anywhere near worth it. I'm sorry, excuse me. So yeah, we're just doing the quests for rep now. Trying to unlock uniting Colteras with these Proudmoore rep people. I've yet to find the area where I get rep for doing quests with those guys, though. Hopefully, my hope is when I turn in these quests that I'll get some of that rep. And then by the time I get those world quests unlocked, like all I'm really shooting for is that whistle. Like I want to be able to just quickly whistle in and out to each flight path. And that's probably what I'm going to do whenever I'm leveling later on too. This is the guy I need to kill. Of course, this is his friend. Wow, what was that? Dude's got like some void thing going with him. Okay. Void swipe. Okay, so it looks like it's a path in front of him. We're gonna get behind him for that. There we go. Still looks pretty cool though. Mad skills with the void swipe, buddy. Alright, we'll buff ourselves. Got them blood talons. Get out of the void swipe. Okay, so I need to get out of it and stand back away from him a little bit. Lesson learned. Lesson not learned. Need to stand back like 5 yards or so. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I was able to bite and refresh that rip, so that was nice. I think we need one more cargo. Here's a cargo. I really love the sprint. There's a lot of quality of life improvements to Feral that I don't know if they were always there, if I just never was aware of them, but I'm digging all these little different bonuses Feral gets over most other classes. Of course, I can't really say that because I haven't really tried most other classes. I'm very much going to be focused on just Feral and just Retribution Pally this next, well, just Druid and just Paladin, because even within those two I got like 5 different specs I can play with. But I'm not gonna be an altaholic this next expansion. I keep on saying it. I'm hoping I'm convincing myself that I don't want to level all these other tunes this expansion. Even though some of the news I hear would suggest that this could be a pretty alt-friendly expansion, I think I still want to go against that and just focus and hone in on 2. Because I could do with 1 tune on the Horde and 1 tune on the Alliance. I could still get into PvP, I can still get into raids and heroics and mythics and all that stuff with just those 2 guys. And there literally won't be anything to stop me because I can tank, I can heal, I can DPS, I can melee, I can ranged, all that with just both of those. And take this barbed queen down. So it sounds like Mipan here. I'm really sorry if I'm butchering your name every time I say that. But it sounds like our boy is gonna be torn between those 3 different classes, eh? Feral, Monk, or Survival. So with 2 of those you named specs, but one of them you just named the class. I wonder why that is. Let's see if we can figure out. Feral? So he's not a healer. Well, Monk could heal. Oh no, don't die, buddy, don't die. Here, I'm just gonna... Oh, he's got that haste buff thing going on. That's what it is. Ow, a venomous sting. So this guy haste buffs some stuff, but he doesn't just keep doing it like that Elite did in that other zone. Oh. Ooh, we got a fist weapon. Now let's look at this, because this is going to be interesting. With this fist weapon... Nope. Never mind. Yeah, just as I think I've gotten this weapon system figured out, it confuses me again. Okay, so with this fist weapon, I get intellect. That's 392 intellect. That can replace. See, this fist weapon has agility. Oh, the dagger. I was using the dagger with an offhand earlier. And this held in offhand has intellect. Okay, so 392, 392, 289, 289. This one has a slower speed. The same DPS. Both intellect. I guess I could just switch either one of those out. That's haste versatility, haste versatility. This one has 30 haste, 38 versatility, 44 haste, 24 versatility. So I think I would still go with this one, because if I'm not mistaken, haste is the most important stat for druids generally, like healing. At least I'm speaking from Wrath experience. Like, I've only ever played Wrath of the Lich King. Healing focused with the druid, I would say. And I know you get haste up to a certain breakpoint, and then once you hit that breakpoint, you're able to get an extra heal over time tick on like rejuvenation or wild growth or something like that. Maybe all of them. And then the global cooldown as well is affected by that. But then after that, you would switch to mastery, I want to say. But versatility could be good too. I'm not really sure what they're shooting for in BFA. Maybe if I read the spell book for Resto, I'd probably have a better handle on it, but I really can't be bothered too much with the Resto. I'll do it every once in a while if I don't want to tank, but for me it's equivalent to tanking. I can heal or tank. I think I'd still rather just be a DPS though, if the queues weren't so long. I'm pretty much, I am what I need to be until I can't be. And then I switch to something else. Okay, so we're checking to see if we got any Proudmoore Admiralty rep here. And we haven't done enough quests to find out yet, I don't think. Get this quest in here maybe. Little pig on the wall. A lot of werewolves here. Or hexed howlers rather. Not werewolves. I'm the werewolf. This is a pig fetish. Glassy eyes of the pig fetish seem to follow you as you approach the dark. Creepy. I remember this guy being hard. When was I over here? Oh yeah, he just called all these. Let's stun him. Yeah, I just got wrecked. So I didn't expect the ravens to come in. I like that this is still a challenge though, that like I'm not just rolling over these guys yet. There was some of the early levels I think can use a little adjusting with the tuning and stuff like that, but for this character I created just on this server, he started with like the green baseline of gear. Nothing too impressive. Okay, let's get this raven. That guy's still coming after me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, early on in my leveling experience, I felt very strong at around, level 110, 112. Like, as I was getting gear, like the quicker I was able to throw on gear in them early levels, the better I was doing, like significantly better. But around the level 15, 115, 116 area, it really dropped off quite a lot. We're not going to get credit for that. Okay, sweet, we did. The unrelenting aftermath, Lua Errors and Belong. Or Lua Errors and Beyond. Tried to give him some heals, but he outran me. There he is. Thank you for completing that quest. Absolutely. Okay. Burke Stevenson's freed? Are these Kyle Salford? Oh. This is like a cursed area, it seems, that turned the people of the town into pigs. Let's see if we can get this guy without aggro, and we aggroed. Go, 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 go! Turn in. Roland's Tenderizer. No upgrade on that. Let's see. What can we do here? Run for it. Oh, just barely with our life if we can get away. Please. Please turn around. Just leave me alone. Ugh. What? What? Why? How did he? He's yellow. I don't even understand what's happening anymore. All I know is I got a graveyard cooldown. I thought I got away too with just like a barely small amount of my life. Hey, Miss Jeanette. How are you? I don't know. What happened? I don't know how to get around this hill here. There's a lot of dogs across the street. Oodles and oodles of doggies. Oh, I see. I just started streaming again like 50 minutes ago. The servers went down earlier.
Really?
Yeah, I played Fortnite with Aiden for a little bit.
How was that? How was he excited?
Yeah. He was showing me the ropes.
Oh.
Yeah, because he's a pro. He's an Omega. Yeah, I'm only a no skin. Well, no, I have a skin now. I got the Twitch Prime skin. Which is cool because he doesn't have that, so I feel like I'm better. I'm just kidding. I'm really bad at that game. Our first match though, I got 2 kills. Well, I got 2 kills. No, I got 1 kill and then 1 down. Like I downed 1 guy. You should eat some of them tacos that I made.
I was thinking about it.
You gonna do some tacos?
Oh.
Do some tacos. They're good.
Why?
Because I made them special.
No, you didn't.
They are. They're special. I feel like my throat is gonna start acting up. It wants me to pig effigy burn. Oh, okay. DBM core. Okay, that's fine. You want a what? Hey, okay, so when I burned that pig effigy, it turned everybody back into peoples. Tacos tonight? Yeah, if you want to save them for tonight. You got them noodles too, you could eat some of them noodles. You can do whatever you want to do. You do whatever you want anyways. It's cool because I think the zone I'm in fits the music that I'm playing. Yeah. Just don't copyright infringe me by playing music that I don't own. I think I'm actually gonna probably shut the stream down so I can eat with you and we can do some other stuff. Eat some more. You can always eat. Alrighty folks, I think with that we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. This has been episode 86, I want to say. Yeah, I think I'm loading this off in the side. Yeah, episode 86.
Wolf spirit guide you.
May the great wolf spirit guide you, folks. See y'all later. Until next time, peace out. Oh, I left the screen up again. My bad. See y'all later.